Taylor Watch. Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch.
Yay!
What are we wearing?
Just the
personal gift from Taylor herself.
Just a little PR gift, no biggie, with our bestie's face on it.
All wrapped up in Taylor.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
she is. Beautiful. This is a really exciting day. We're obviously decorated to celebrate Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, Taylor's version.
Yes, coming
we'll
out.
start streaming today.
Yeah.
Thursday. It comes out at 6 p.m.
I thought it was
Pacific
9
time.
p.m. Oh.
For some reason, she keeps doing Pacific time first. I
Oh.
don't know why that is. Maybe because they always,
Get last.
They always get last. So 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be able to finally stream the Eras Tour movie, Taylor's version on Disney Plus. We're very, very excited. Gia and I were both lucky enough to receive press packages for this event, which included balloons for celebration, which we put up. And then we have blankets. We got a t-shirt. We got a sweatshirt, both Eras Tour merch. We got, look at this, water bottle. We got disposable camera. We got some popcorn. We got some other sweet treats.
Some sweet treats.
A cute little ticket. Cute stuff. I took a picture of it all. Well, we have a video of it. Go ahead and check out the Taylor Watch socials,
TikTok,
and see if you want to watch us opening the package. And then I put on my Instagram and Twitter a blog with a photo, and we can just post the photo as well.
Yeah.
Taylor Watch Instagram of all the stuff at once. It's so cute,
really
nice. Thoughtful,
yeah.
really nice. We are not fools. We know that these aren't actually from Taylor herself.
Yes.
They are in fact from ABC, and huge shouts to ABC for ABC Disney for
we stand Disney
considering
Plus.
us
Yes,
and
thank
putting
you.
us in the rotation, because this makes us feel very special.
Yeah,
so
it
thank
does.
you, and it just makes it feel like
it's exciting.
people are paying attention at least.
Yes, totally makes it feel
People are
like
excited.
we're not talking to the void.
Right, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So huge shouts. I'm just so
shouts.
excited. I'm so happy.
I
I
know.
love this blanket.
The
I have
blanket is
Taylor in
really
my-
soft.
It
and
is
it's like
really
a
soft.
really good
It's
quality
super
blanket.
soft on this
inside,
side,
yeah.
and then the printed side is like I don't know, also soft.
Yeah.
But it's just like a
Just love.
different material.
Yeah.
And it feels really, really lovely. So
Yeah.
big shouts, cute little my thing's all the way over here.
Oh.
Big shouts, huge thank you to whoever put that package
Yeah,
together. and
we
sent it
needed
to us.
this.
We needed it bad.
this.
We
Yeah.
needed it bad.
We needed a
They
win.
must have been paying attention. They must know that we're
Yeah, they're
in
like
witness
these poor
protection.
bitches. Yeah.
Yeah, they know we're in witness protection right now.
Yeah.
So shouts, big shouts.
Yeah.
Hey G. What's
Hey.
going on? How are you today? How are you feeling?
I'm good.
I feel good today after this package
Yeah.
arrived. I won't lie.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really feeling it gave me a pep in my step. That
Yeah, I had a interesting morning. I tried
yeah, you
out for
did.
the Barstool basketball team with all of
Good,
the
'cause you're
Barstool
good.
men. Yeah,
Yes.
I think I played well. It was funny.
Love it.
It was fun. I think I kept up. So we'll
Fabulous.
see how it goes. Hopefully I don't get cut.
Ooh, sports girl.
Yeah.
We love it. We love a sport girly. I can't imagine they cut you. Like, were you like worse than everyone? Like, were there people that were
No.
worse than you?
I would honestly say I was probably the worst.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
But-
Okay.
but
so
Objectively speaking, because we were all very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But, like,
it'll be a tough
When
decision.
I'm playing against like Dana or Billy, like Nick Mulcahy,
Yes.
Marty, like they're big guys.
They're so
it's
big, yeah.
hard. But I
And you're
think
the only girl.
I
You're
think
the only girl who
kept
even
up.
tried to attempted to try out. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody else tried. And I'm proud of you for trying.
Thank
at the very
you.
least.
Thank
so fingers crossed that Gia
If I
gets on
get cut,
the
oh
Barstool
my god,
basketball
that'd be
team.
so funny.
It would be funny. If you get cut, I'm gonna start calling. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you're intimidated by a girl. You don't want to."
Yeah,
I'm gonna start that whole
I think that's
thing.
the sole reason why they probably won't cut me, so that I don't.
No, 100%.
Be like, oh, are you guys scared of me?
Completely. When feminism works in our
Oh,
favor.
yeah, totally.
No, completely.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better today.
Yeah.
We huge announcement from the Brooklyn Botanic Gardens yesterday.
Ooh.
We are officially on cherry watch. Cherry blossoms are blooming for those on the East Coast. I'm sure they're blooming everywhere, but I only know East Coast timelines as far as the weather goes with the cherry blossoms. I'm the cherry blossom queen. I'm obsessed with them. I love them. They have a part of their website on Brooklyn Botanic Gardens that you can track the progress of the cherries blooming. Right now, we only have a couple of them in first bloom, so just a little buds, a little, whatever.
Beautiful.
We're looking for peak bloom. That's
Right.
coming in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be going, obviously.
Obviously.
So keep your eyes peeled for flower content if you're into that. But that also put a pep in my step. And
Love
then
that.
I went home, and what did I do last night? I feel like I just, as usual, got lost in my phone for 7 hours, and then I went to sleep.
I feel
I
like
watched some episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm as well.
Oh, nice.
Everybody's saying that the latest season is good, and it is. So I'm glad I did that.
I
and
fell.
then I went
I
to
fell.
sleep.
It actually was super nice outside. I fell asleep
yeah.
outside on my porch,
Oh,
and
lovely.
I woke up and I was really confused. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Try-
though.
yeah.
Ooh.
I'm looking for a new apartment, so I'm trying to take in all the porch
Take
days
advantage.
I got
you
left.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Gotta
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so nice. A lovely nap with a breeze.
It was quite lovely. The birds were chirping.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's the weather? What's happening? What's happening today? It is Wednesday.
It's
60
really nice
degrees
out.
right now. That is lovely. I wanted to take a walk last night when I got home, but my legs are still really hurting me. Like, I definitely feel better today physically, but my legs were killing me.
I know I'm going to be so sore tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I just know it.
Yeah, you're crazy, but
Yeah.
you got it though. Your body is not. You've been to the doctor. Your
Yeah.
body's not deteriorating
Yeah.
quite as much as
Yeah.
mine is at the moment. So, good. We're excited for cherry blossoms. We're excited for basketball. We're excited about our PR packages.
We're very excited about our PR packages.
I did a little bit of my homework.
Okay.
I also have another thing to say about my homework about Untouchable.
Oh.
I have been listening to it on repeat. That's a long ass song.
It's long.
And I'm
she
realizing
said,
that-
and you know what I realized? She really says like kind of the same thing over and over.
right. So I know the song. I know the chorus.
Okay.
I know the beginning. That's pretty much it. I don't know the middle verses and the very end.
Okay. I
still
made a
working
little
on it.
game for you. So
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
yeah. Do you want to
all
play
right.
now, or do you want to do your lyrics first?
I'm gonna do my lyrics
Okay.
first because I did go through as well, and I went and found some sad lyrics, and it was hard because I've been feeling sad, so it's like it's hard to kind of make yourself feel sad when you are already feeling sad. Sometimes
Right.
it's fun. Like sometimes that's like,
Yeah.
I'm in a sad mood and I'm feeling sad and I want to listen to all the sad music I can. Other times, like basically during the week,
Yeah.
I want to do that on the weekend. During the week, I gotta lock it up because otherwise I
Right.
have puffy eyes.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens to me. So I went through, and some of these are going to be no surprise at all because it's all my favorite things that I've talked about a million times.
Right.
I tried to go through mostly all the albums. I think I hit them all. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
I'm gonna sneeze.
4. God bless.
Thank you.
5, 6, 7.
Albums or lyrics?
7 albums. I didn't do debut. Who else am I missing?
Midnights. You said you didn't do.
I didn't do Midnights, and then I'm missing someone else.
Fearless. Reputation.
I did Fearless. I have Reputation.
I
have Speak
Red.
Now.
Speak Now.
I have Red.
1989.
I forgot 1989.
Oh.
Which 1989 is another one. So I was having a hard time. I was like cherry picking sad songs that make me sad specifically.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And so 1989 doesn't really make me that sad.
Yeah,
Neither
it's
does
really-
Midnights.
Yeah. There's really no
except for the obvious
sad
ones.
song like Clean.
Yeah, Clean.
Like
obviously,
Clean, like
of
kind of
course.
makes me feel good.
Clean makes me feel good. Like I'll
Like
cry,
nostalgic.
but it's
yeah.
totally,
But not like curl up in a ball type of cry.
completely.
Yeah.
Most of the ones I have chosen are folklore.
Okay. That
I
makes
think I have
sense.
3 from folklore.
All right. Let's dive into it.
So let's just dive into it.
Yeah.
First one I have is from Death by a Thousand Cuts, Lover
Okay.
album.
yeah.
I looked through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. I think that even though that song is a very like upbeat song, and
Yes.
it makes you, it gives the illusion of an uppity pop song when in reality I think it's a very sad song. Which is why I love it so much, the lyrics. And I looked through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Like that to me, the imagery behind that,
Yeah.
I imagine like I'm on the outside of an apartment and I'm literally looking in and
Like seeing a life.
seeing the life that
Yeah.
we had,
Yeah.
and whatever. So that like gets me every time.
Also, like my heart, my hips, my body, my love, trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
Gave up on me like I was a bad drug.
Yeah.
Searching for signs of a haunted club. Gotta sing the whole thing once it starts.
I know.
But that song really does, like the whole song top to bottom, like it's almost it's cathartic in a
Yeah.
way to sing it in this like
Yeah.
uppity way, even
Yeah.
though it's sad as fuck.
Yeah.
Next one is New Year's Day.
Of course.
The lyrics: you squeeze my hand 3 times in the back of the taxi. I could tell it's going to be a long road. I'll be there if you're the toast of the town, babe, or if you strike out and you're crawling home.
Cute.
And I just think that that's like, what a thing to say. Like I'll be there for you no matter what,
Yeah.
no matter what you're going through. but then it makes me sad because I think about how like she has not always felt that way.
Yeah, and people
And I have
don't
not
do that
always
for
felt that
her,
way.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like you sometimes will read these like love songs. That's why I didn't even really dive into the love songs because I swear to God, I could make any song sad if I really am like trying. But a lot of these songs that are like seemingly positive, it does suck thinking about how, oh wow, well,
Yeah,
that
like, this
didn't
could
work
all
out.
end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
didn't work out. This could all end. People break up all the time.
Yeah.
Like shit sucks sometimes, and it's like it's a nice sentiment, but it's hard to believe in love sometimes.
Totally.
You know, and it's sad.
I love
Okay.
that Jimmy Fallon, when Jimmy Fallon had her on, because like I think his grandma passed away or his mom passed away, and she
Oh, yeah.
she always used to like squeeze his hand 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That was a really
and then
cute.
he
yeah,
mentioned that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. That was a really cute moment.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I forgot. Right. But even the way she sings that, it's breathy.
Yeah,
You know?
totally.
That'll be a thing for me. Like we talk about the breathiness and the
Oh,
re-recordings
yeah.
or whatever. Like I hope that has that same breathiness in it
Totally.
that it does, because
Yeah.
that it kind of like makes you, it catches in your throat, you know,
Yeah.
in a sad way. Okay, next one is Better Man.
Ooh,
And which is, I know that I always talk about Better Man, and I feel like because it was someone else's song first, technically, like people don't think of it through like Taylor's lens. It is so fucking good, and it's sad, and it's just like people sleep
Yeah.
on Better Man. So here's a line. And it was always on your terms. I waited on every careless word, hoping they might turn sweet again like it was in the beginning.
that's a really
like,
good one.
We've all been there. We've
Yeah.
all been there in a relationship where it's like, oh my God, like the beginning was so wonderful.
Yeah.
Honeymoon stage, everything's great.
I can like literally.
No, I told you, like
Yeah.
it hit. It's crazy, and I
Yeah.
just miss you, and I just wish you were a better man.
Yeah.
So I would have to feel those things.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, it hits home. But that's
Yeah.
another one that's kind of disguised as like a little uppity. So you don't really think of it automatically as like a sad ass song.
Yeah.
But it's super sad. Okay. And then next one is Cardigan. All of Cardigan.
All of
All right?
Cardigan, yeah.
All of Cardigan. I cry my eyes out, but I narrowed it down to just this one line, because this is the part that like I will literally cry right now. This one line, apart from like the heartbeat on the high line, once to 20 lifetimes, I
Yeah.
love those. You guys know that that's like my favorite lyric of that song. It just feels so real. The "you drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding" is when she starts to sing that in the song. That's immediately where like another cue for me to start crying.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
You drew
the whole
around my scars.
now I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na. 'Cause
I knew you stepping on the last train, marked me like a blood stain. So good.
just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just such a good song.
Always gives me chills.
Me too. And I feel like because it was a single, people don't like, when it first came out, everyone
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, whatever, vintage tea, brand new phone.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. But it's like, no, Cardigan is like a really deep song.
Really intimate song. I feel
Super.
like.
And
Yeah.
and it also, to me, like, I don't know if I got really deep with this. I don't know if you have had someone before that maybe isn't necessarily your boyfriend or your like lover, or
Yeah.
like maybe you've hooked up a few times.
Yeah.
Like maybe you have some kind of connection, and they are always there for you when you need them.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary. Doesn't have a lot of pressure with it.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't really fix anything. It's just kind of like, this person is here. They're making me feel good right now. This is all fine. But you don't necessarily see future. You don't necessarily see like different moments. I don't know. It's hard to describe the kind of person that this is. But when I hear Cardigan, I think of that kind of person who is there to kind of clean up the pieces that were left by someone else. And they do all they can to make you feel better, but ultimately they don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just this is a temporary fix.
Right. You're
And I
like using
think-
a person to kind of get over another person. In a
Totally.
way. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the way to interpret Cardigan, but that's how I feel it. And it's like, you drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding. It's like that. It's
Like you tried to
you
fix-
tried to fix it,
yeah.
but it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
Cardigan. All right. Next is Mirrorball, of course.
Of course.
Had to talk about Mirrorball. I have two parts of it. You're not like the regulars, the masquerade revelers, drunk as they watch my shattered edges glisten. That to me is like, it's hopeful, being like, oh my God, like you see me for who I am. Meanwhile, everybody else is like,
Yeah.
dance, bitch, dance.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And you kind of see it. but that I think that hopefulness also makes me sad because it's like a yearning, like, oh my God, I want so badly for
someone to like
someone
see me.
to acknowledge me
Yeah.
and see me, and you do, and
Yeah.
it's like that fear of even getting your hopes up
Yeah.
is kind of sad. And so, and then the end, of course, I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. I've never been a natural. All I do is try. I'm still on that trapeze. I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me.
Yeah.
And the imagery there too for me is
Yeah.
like I see it so clearly, and I think maybe because I've felt that way so many times.
Totally. I feel like that's like
I feel like Mirrorball, and I know you're a Mirrorball girly too.
Yeah.
Like it's just the kind of people you are. Whether it doesn't matter like what you do or where you work or whatever. Like it doesn't really have to do with that. It's more like I've felt that way in every like moment of my life.
Totally.
Like every time I hang out with friends, every time
Yeah.
I'm with my family, every time I'm whatever. Like I always feel like there's a performance that needs to happen for everything to go smoothly.
Yeah.
Or else like who cares?
Yeah.
Or things, whatever's going on.
and also in like content creation and social media.
Totally.
And
It
stuff.
definitely it directly applies
Yeah.
to like work.
Yeah, totally.
Like Mirrorball, going through all the lyrics of Mirrorball, the parallels are so similar that
Yeah.
it's almost sickening. Like
It
it's-
is.
So if you work in content, or you try to put out content or create videos or do anything on the internet, you feel Mirrorball.
Yeah,
you know what I
totally.
mean? And then you think about it in the way of like, oh my God, Taylor Swift even feels that
Right,
way. And like
which is
she even
crazy.
does this, and it's like, it's crazy. We're also, by the way, finally in the camp of like folklore is not all fake, right?
Right, yeah, no.
Everybody, when it came out, it was like, oh, it's a collection of stories that I just wrote, and we were like,
Yeah.
okay, girl,
Yeah.
sure, these are just stories.
Stories, yeah, but I
we
mean,
know.
there's so many
There's so many
songs
parallels.
and parallels, exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way that they're all just made up.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is illicit affairs.
Okay.
And I will preface by saying that I hesitate because I'm very honest on other shows, and I
Okay.
worry about exposing too much of the person that I am on this show
Okay.
for fear of people disliking me.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
sure.
So, "Illicit Affairs" is obviously a song about how a woman feels about having an affair with a man
Yeah.
while they're in a relationship with somebody else. I'm not saying that I did exactly that, but I am saying that I've been involved in some shady situations where maybe there's a love triangle,
Right.
and things are
Right.
going
That's
down,
okay.
and whatever. And then, so I don't want people to think less of me for that. But real ones, like it's tough to admit that you've been involved in a situation like that, but it's
Yeah.
also, it's never great. And
Yeah.
it
I have
never
too if it makes you
works.
feel better. Yeah.
It never works. It's always
No.
horrible. You feel like shit.
Yeah.
And so when this song came out, I in my head was like, I don't know if she's putting herself in someone else's shoes or if she's experienced something similar
Right.
enough to write like this, because it really is like
Yeah.
not exactly
intense.
but you feel these feelings. Like it's
Yeah.
just crazy. So the lyrics I chose were: leave the perfume on the shelf that you picked out just for him, so you leave no trace behind, like you don't even exist. Take the words for what they are: a dwindling mercurial high, a drug that only worked the first few hundred
Yeah.
times. It's just like it's that
The like
you know,
quick fix.
quick fix,
Yeah.
repeating things,
Yeah.
knowing that they're bad for you,
Yeah.
like feeling comfortable with toxicity. Like those
Yeah.
things are all like lessons I've learned so many times in my life in different ways, and this just kind of like encompasses it all. And yeah, it fucking blows. And so I hear illicit affairs, and I don't label it to one specific person, but I do feel like, wow, yeah, there have been times where it's like I've been in a situation where maybe it's me or someone else, and I haven't been chosen, and I'm not chosen, because when someone brings you into something like that, it's never going to work out the way you want it to work out.
Yeah.
And I think that song really puts that into words.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Also the bridge, don't call me kid.
don't call me. I mean,
don't
yeah.
call
Oh
me
yeah. The rest,
baby.
the entire
Yeah.
song is I cry the entire song.
Like even like
call me kid,
you
don't call
taught
me
me a
baby.
secret language.
Yeah.
You know
You
I
taught
can't
me a
speak with
secret
anyone
language.
else because
Yeah.
that's like exactly how like you feel when you're in a relationship. Like
Totally.
you feel like you're speaking your own language with that person. Like they just get you on like a molecular level.
Totally. Even
It's
the
like
you
now
sh-
how am I supposed to like talk to people?
completely.
You know? Yeah.
Even the you showed me colors, I
Yeah,
can't see with anyone
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Like that's that part too. I mean, again, I
Yeah.
can cry right now. Like it is such a it just the pictures are so
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
I don't know how else to describe that. The pictures have been painted, and again, that's the number one reason why I love Taylor so much, is that she paints such vivid pictures.
Yeah. Without saying it
without
straightforward.
saying, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just her. It's I love that I have a really good imagination and a good enough imagination to like picture these things when she says them out loud.
Right.
But it hurts. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, whew, oh
Yeah.
my God, you know? Okay. Next one is The Lakes, obviously. But the whole song, to be clear, the whole song is sad. I love every lyric in that song. There's not one part of it that I wouldn't, include in a list. If I could read every lyric, I would. But this specific part, I love. What should be over, burrowed under my skin? Sorry. What should be over, burrowed under my skin in heart-stopping waves of hurt? I've come too far to watch some name-dropping sleaze tell me what are my words worth. That to me is like, obviously the whole song, like I said, I feel on a personal level. This one makes me think of like injustice in general. You know what I mean? Like, I've come too far to watch some name dropping sleaze tell me what are my words worth. Obviously, that's about like Scooter Braun, Scott Borchetta,
Yeah.
like in Taylor's world.
Yeah.
But it also applies to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the world, every day you go out and you have ideas, you say things, you want to, express yourself. And whether it's at work, your friends, home, guys, girls, whoever it is, that just kind of try to tell you like you're unimportant. Like nothing about this is interesting or whatever. And that heart-stopping waves of hurt, again, paints that vivid picture. And it's like I can feel it almost, Ugh, I love analyzing these lyrics. I only have 3 more, I promise. Okay. You
Three
guys
more?
asked me. I have 3 more. You guys, listen, don't ask if you don't want to, if you don't want an in-depth, because
Yeah.
I take things too seriously. You guys have to know that too. Okay. Next one is Marjorie, obviously.
Yep.
Evermore. Should have asked you questions. I should have asked you how to be, asked
Yeah.
you to write it down for me. Should have kept every grocery store receipt because every scrap of you will be taken from
Yeah,
me.
that's a really sad line.
I literally can't even get into it 'cause
Yeah.
I love my Nana so much and she's still alive and like I can't even get into it.
Yeah.
But like that to me is like, it's made me think of things differently. Like
Yeah, it makes you like look back at how you acted as a kid
completely.
to be like,
completely.
and it's like kind of nice. Honestly, like listening to that song like made me like realize like you only have so much time left. Like
Completely.
you have to be
it's devastating.
more.
You
Yeah.
have to be more present. You
Yeah,
have to be
be
more
more present,
proactive
exactly.
About,
Yeah.
about like calling your grandparents and like,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's like my grandparents are big, like send things in the mail people. Like I get letters from them all the time.
Yeah.
For, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, like any Valentine's Day. Like they always send me a card and it's like I save all of them. And
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
it's one of those things where like I read that and I'm like, okay, at least I'm saving all these cards,
Yeah.
but like I need to ransack your house and save everything. Like I love you guys so much.
I know.
It's like so hard to even talk about. Okay. Gotta move on. This one is Haunted,
Ooh.
which is a sneaky song that I love.
Yeah.
He will try to take away my pain and he just might make me smile, but the whole time I'm wishing he was you instead.
Yeah.
I
banger.
think that again, it goes back to I'm just trying to fill a void because I'm heartbroken over something else. And I think that is like, that just feels like a story of my life. Story of my life.
I take her home. Yeah, I feel like that's like every girl can relate, or every
Totally.
person can just relate to that. Like
So
trying
many.
to find comfort in another person when you're feeling like shit, and then it just makes you feel more shitty.
Of course,
Yeah.
always. And the last one is You're Not Sorry.
Oof.
And which is another one, top to bottom, fantastic, love it, so good. The lines I chose, it's a whole verse. Looking so innocent, I might believe you if I didn't know. Could have
Yeah.
loved you all my life if you hadn't left me waiting in the cold. And I got your share of secrets. I'm tired of being the last to know. And now you're asking me to listen because it's worked each time before.
Right.
And I think that's another theme that I see throughout her writing is like too little, too late. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's yet. I was gonna sing along with you, but I couldn't go that high right away. Last
Yeah.
to know,
Could have loved you all my life.
hadn't left me
Waiting in the cold. Yeah,
All right.
so good. You don't have to call anymore. I won't pick up the phone. This is the last straw. There's nothing left to beg for.
And you can
Tell me that you're sorry, but I don't believe you, baby, like I did before. You're not sorry. Oh, Banger.
Anyway,
Banger.
so that to me, All of
Those were good
lyrics.
choices. Very,
Thank
very
you.
good choices.
I think that I overthink everything, every task that's given to me. I overthink in a way that it's like, all right, bitch, chill.
No, you slayed that.
And there are a million other like sad songs, lyrics, things that I feel
Yeah.
strongly with her, and I just think that like. I think you can make any of these songs sad if you change the context, if you change the tone, if you look at the lyrics and the writing, it's a lot of sadness, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
What is that right there on the chair? That's not a phone, is it?
What? That thing?
Yeah. What's
Oh,
that?
no, that's my SD card holder.
Oh my god, it looks like a weird like old LG phone.
Oh,
like
that's
a flip
funny.
phone
No,
or something. I was
it's
like, what the fuck
you
is
open
that?
it up and it
Got it.
has all my SD
got
cards.
it. Sorry for the distraction.
Just producer things.
Just producer things.
Yeah. Okay, you ready to play your
Anyway.
game?
Oh my god, yes, I'm ready to play the game. I am nervous though because
Okay.
I'm worried I'm gonna lose.
That's
But okay.
fine.
All right.
So this is a little bit like Jeff D. Lowe style. Finish the lyrics.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play 3
I
different.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how you.
Oh, you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, that's so
yeah.
much better. Okay.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
it was like, because reading I might. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Untouchable like a distant diamond sky.
Untouchable and I just can't tell you why.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's
Untouchable. like
what's the first
I'm
part?
reaching out.
I'm reaching
and
out
I
and I just can't
tell you why.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay.
Okay.
In the middle of the night when I'm in this dream.
It's like a million little stars spelling out your
Name, you gotta come on. Say that we'll be together. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, last one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's half full and I won't wait here all day.
Is that might be like this the
The second
ending?
verse,
The
yeah.
second verse. Fuck. I don't know it.
It's I'm like forgetting it right now, but it's like I know you're saying that you'll be here anyway.
Okay.
Something like that. Wait,
Okay,
let me look
okay,
it
okay.
up. It's half full and I won't wait here all day. Oh yeah, I know you're saying that you'd be here anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, she goes all the way up.
Yep. But
Amazing.
you're untouchable, burning brighter than the sun. Now that you're close, I feel like coming undone. Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did pretty well.
I did okay. I would give
Yeah.
myself like a 1.5
Out of
out of 3.
Okay.
Like
sure.
if each one was a point.
Yeah. 1.5.
Because the second one I got.
Yep.
First one I was halfway there.
Yeah, and then
the third one I
didn't
did
know.
not
Yeah.
know. So
Not
okay,
bad.
1.5. 1.5 out of 3. Not terrible.
No, not terrible.
Certainly not my best showing.
That's fine.
And again, it's something about Fearless. I really have to like.
Oh,
I need to lock myself in a room
This
with
is gonna
Fearless.
be. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
We'll
pick.
keep,
I'm
we'll
gonna,
keep
yeah, I'm
doing
gonna
this.
pick
All
a
right.
song for you.
Now that I
every-
know it's coming,
Yeah.
you best believe that. Like,
Okay.
forget it. Like, I will never get caught like this again.
Okay.
I will never get.
I know. I
caught with
didn't really give you a heads
1.5.
up that I was.
No,
that I
but this was good, and I
okay.
should have known. I should have known better. I knew I had homework, and I
Yeah,
got caught.
that's
I got
okay.
caught. Dog ate my homework.
That's
You know
fine.
what I mean?
That's fine.
Okay, great. I love that game.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Okay, Slay.
Oh, I should have done that for you with It's Nice to Have a Friend. Did you learn it?
I did.
Did you?
I think. Ooh.
Wait, then let me do it I'll do it on my phone quick.
Okay.
And I'll pause. I'll move it around and pause and stop.
New, yeah. If I hear it, I'll.
For sure.
Me one, wanna hang out? Yeah, sounds like fun. It's like wanna hang out.
I
yeah,
thought
sounds
I thought
like
you'd
fun.
know this part for sure. Just because it's like
But
this is kind of like
it's-
you. This
is
is
it
kind of like your
something
life.
like?
This is think about your life. What do you do? What do you play?
Oh, video games. You walk me home.
Close.
Oh, video games. You throw dice. What the fuck is it?
That did look like our dice.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Pass me a note. Video
Oh.
games. Pass me a note. Sleeping intense. It's nice to have a friend.
Oh,
Okay. Let's do.
Playing dice.
It
Video games. Playing dice.
looked like that looked like me doing dice.
Yeah.
That looked like me doing dice. Okay, wait. We'll do one more.
Okay.
All right.
Sidewalk chalk, yeah, looks like snow. Roof, sunset sound, no curfew. You touch my hand. Is that not it? Is that not it?
That is a lyric. Like you're
Okay.
singing lyrics, they're just
It's
not in the
just
right.
the wrong
This
part.
one is 20 questions. We'll tell the,
The truth. Oh, you've been stressed out.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. You've been stressed out, baby. Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Stressed out lately. But
Oh,
yeah.
lately.
Yeah,
Stressed
yeah, yeah.
out lately. Yeah, me
Perfect.
too.
Perfect. I have a big hair in my mouth. Excellent. Listen.
Shit.
We're
I
both-
thought I knew it better
We're
than
both.
that.
Yeah. So did I. We're both.
Damn.
We're both.
I gotta study more. I will say I didn't really study that much. I only listened to it on the way to work today, and then like
Yeah.
a couple times, like twice.
It's hard
Well-
to. Here's the thing. I think with that, and this is not an excuse, and we are going to be.
We'll be better.
We're going to be better.
Yeah.
However, when you kind of know the song already, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I know that song.
Yes,
and then you think
exactly.
like, oh, I could do it. But then when you're quizzed on lyrics like that, no fucking way.
No.
But if you were to quiz me on like Mirrorball or like one of the ones I listen to,
Yes.
you know, I could
Yes,
carve into my skin.
obviously,
Then
yes.
yes, I know. So it's funny, but we are the experts. We have to be the experts.
know.
We both have to be better,
Yeah.
and we will be.
And we will be.
So, all right, those two are out of the way. Let's pick two new songs for ourselves.
Okay.
You pick one for me. I'll pick one for you.
Let me go to Fearless.
I'm gonna go-
Sidewalk truck.
I say you're so good at them all,
dice.
so it's hard.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. Ooh. I'm gonna give you Breathe.
Breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's my favorite
Okay.
one from Fearless, or at least top 3.
Love it. I'm gonna go. Speak Now Too Easy.
And you said speak now.
What's besides Lover? What are you a Reputation girly?
Yes.
How? Okay, then there we go. How
No-
about we do?
I feel like
This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, that's a good one.
Do you know all those?
That's
songs?
a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Because because I was listening to that earlier today.
That's
Actually,
like one where
yesterday.
like I know the lyrics, but like they're all jumbled in my head. You know
Totally,
what I mean? Yeah.
100% same. So
Okay, perfect.
this is why we can't have nice things for you. Breathe for me.
Yeah.
Breathe. Because again, that's not. I'm like, do I even know how that song
Yeah.
starts? But it'll be
See
another
your
thing.
face in my mind as you drive away.
Let me just
'Cause
pop
none
on it
of
for a
us
second.
thought it was gonna end
Oh, with Colby
that
Collette.
way. Yeah. People love people, and sometimes it doesn't
Doesn't
work out. It's a really long intro.
Yeah,
But it's killing.
Oh shit, it's all right. I'll on my own
Yeah.
time. I will listen. Colby Calais is helpful. I know that. All right,
All right.
and that's our homework for next
Yeah,
week.
sounds good.
Breathe for me. This is why we can't have nice things for you.
Slay.
Slay.
All right.
Let's hear.
Let's
hear from
jump
the
into
Swifties.
the voicemails.
Yay!
Okay.
Yes.
These will be, some of them will be a little bit more T.S. Eras Tour Taylor's version dropping tonight themed.
Ooh, love
Yes.
that. Perfect. Woohoo!
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Gia.
Hey.
This is Colette, and I was wondering
Colette.
Hey,
if
girl.
you think that anything will happen on March 15th or 13th with the movie, kind of in the area of the movie release on Disney Plus. A lot of people are thinking either Reputation Stadium Tour or Reputation Taylor's version. I was wondering what you think of that. Of course, I'm clowning for Reputation because I really want it to
course.
come out. Also, I was wondering if you were really annoyed about the variants or if you're just over it and if you're going to plan on getting them or just waiting for them
Album variants.
to come out on a different
Got it.
streaming thing or on just a full vinyl or something. Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
girl.
girl.
As far as the variants go, I didn't
I didn't
do it
I
this
only
time.
got the first one with the manuscript.
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time.
I don't
I'll wait
have-
for streaming.
I know, I'm
it's
too
just
poor.
a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot. The records are expensive and they are nice to have, but it is kind of silly
to have
four
of the
one
same
in your
fucking
house.
thing.
Like
yeah.
at a certain point, it's like
I was
can't-
annoyed at first, but then
Yeah.
I saw like a tweet or something. It was saying how many different artists do this. Like Casey Musgraves is releasing
Everyone
like
does
5.
this. Everyone, it's not
I
only
think
Taylor.
Olivia
We talked to
Rodrigo
Olivia
did like
Rodrigo.
10
I
for
think it was like
Guts.
15.
Yeah, it was
not
something
even
crazy.
Not even a joke. Like it was every color
Yeah,
under the sun.
so I get it.
Yeah,
but-
and people love collectibles. They love doing things like that. I'm not personally a collector of things, so this like making sure I have all the versions, whatever, doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
I think at one point, or no, yes, I said a few weeks ago that I tried to buy this when the second variant came out. I tried to buy just like a CD so I could hear
Right.
the song, and it like glitched on the website and I couldn't do it, and then it was too late.
Yeah.
and I just was like, whatever. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to wait until they come out.
I really hope that she just releases them on Spotify or
I hope so,
something. But
too.
who knows? Because it took her so long to do "You're Losing Me."
I know.
which is annoying.
I know.
because
and I have a
yeah.
feeling, I'm sure, I mean, it's 4 songs. They're
Yeah,
going to be
that's a
great.
big
you know, That's
part
a
of the
lot
album.
songs.
Yeah, for sure.
So it does suck, but you know, patience, or good things come to those who wait.
Yeah,
You know, patience is a virtue.
I more just want every one of her albums on a vinyl. You know what I mean?
I agree. Right,
Yeah.
like one of each.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like the whole album, all the songs.
Yes.
Like I don't want it to be so piecemeal. Like for
because
example,
vinyls are fucking pain in the ass anyways.
they're
like,
paying like, and again, you really don't need more than one. I currently have.
don't you have all the
4
Midnights ones?
of the
Or
Midnights.
You gave me one.
And I gave you one.
Yeah.
Well, I ordered myself 2, like a fucking idiot. Or I ordered myself 1.
Then
and
your
then my
mom-
mom
yeah.
got me 4 because she got me the clock.
Oh,
like the Taylor
yeah,
Swift
yeah.
clock. 'Cause and that is another thing with Midnights. It's a little different because when you put them all together, it makes
something,
a
yeah.
functional
Yeah.
clock, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. And so,
What?
yeah, it's if you put them together, like the back of them or something, they have all the numbers on them. So each one has like 9 to 12, 12 to 3,
Wait, what do you mean
3 to
functional though?
so the when you buy the actual clock,
Yeah.
it's like a battery operated clock,
Oh,
and you have to like
really?
mount it on the wall, and you put it all up, and the clock is functional.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So it's very cool. I haven't put
Right.
it up yet. My mom has literally been screaming at me since she bought it for me so long ago, and
Right.
I don't know where I want to put it. I do now. But I didn't know where I wanted to put it because it's massive. It's 4 records next to each other. It's huge. It
Right.
takes up a lot of space, and I don't have a huge space for it, or I didn't in my living room. And now it's gonna go in my bedroom. I'm reorganizing my bedroom. I've been doing that for, I swear to God, 1 year. Like every day it's a new drama, and I keep starting new projects. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But I will. I know. It's like ruining
Okay.
my life. Like if you saw my bedroom right now, oh my fucking God.
I
So-
mean, my apartment is.
it is just
yeah.
it just I'm drowning in it. Like I really am. I'm like suffocated by my room right now. It's a real problem. So
I feel that.
anyway, once I get it all figured out, I'll put the functional clock up, but I
Yeah.
have the pieces to it, and it is very, very interesting.
That's cool.
But that's different. Tortured Poets isn't gonna have that.
no
with,
clock.
You know, it will look cool. Like, you know what I almost wish? I almost wish that like it was like a you could buy like a book set where they looked like books or something.
Yeah, that'd be
You know,
cool.
like a shout out to our girl Alyssa, Tea with Publicity,
Oh yeah.
who put out a tea
company.
she had a tea company. She put out tea, and her like press gift boxes. And I think actually when you buy the tea, it comes like this.
Yeah.
It looks like a coffee table book. It's like small like this, and it has her thing on the front, and it has it on the spine, and it's all very cute and cool.
Yeah, super
I almost
smart.
wish that Taylor would do something like that, because Tortured Poets, it's like, oh, books. Like I
Yeah.
can put it on my
Yeah.
bookshelf, but really it's like albums. Like
Did
I
she
don't know
ever
what you would
sell
do
like a
with it, but-
4-pack? Like just buy
No,
the
I
yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh no, with the Midnights thing, you could
Or-
buy.
Like all 4 at
You
once.
could buy all 4 at once, and then you had to buy the clock separately. I
Okay,
think is what it
interesting.
was.
And then
It's complicated. It's
Yeah.
overly complicated. But again, that's the only reason why I have so many Midnights. And every time I look at it, I like feel stupid. Once I put the thing up, it'll make sense. But
Yeah.
you know, as far as the clowns,
right, Reputation. People
Reputation.
think that that they're gonna put Reputation tour on to Disney Plus at the end of this.
maybe. What I've heard a few things from the clown camp of Reputation. This is the first I'm hearing about Reputation tour going on Disney Plus at
Okay.
the same time. However, I could see that happening eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously, like why else would it go off Netflix?
Right.
Around
Right
this
before,
time.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
You know, all of Taylor's Long Pond Sessions is already on Disney Plus. Like all of
Yeah.
her stuff is kind of on Disney Plus already.
Yeah.
So it would make sense. But the clowns, the true clowns, think that Reputation, the album, will drop at midnight.
Oh.
So, because they think like, all right, throw the album out, few weeks. It's very close to. We're still a month away.
Yeah.
A little over a month away from Tortured
Yeah,
Poets.
I don't believe that.
I don't know if I believe it either, but it is something to think about.
Yeah.
I
could see her doing like a
some-
little teaser something
I
at the
expect
end
something.
of it.
Yeah,
right.
I expect something at midnight because it is
Okay.
weird that they're putting it out at like 9
9
o'clock.
and it ends at midnight.
And it ends at midnight.
Okay,
and it's like
interesting.
all signs point to something, whether it's Reputation or not, I don't know. But that's what the clowns are saying. And you know, who knows?
Yeah, who
Who
knows?
knows at this point?
Right.
Interesting stuff. Good questions. Thank you.
Hi, Kelly and Gia. It's Samantha.
Hey.
calling
Hey,
from
Samantha.
Virginia. I am calling today because I want to get your opinion on this thought I had. So, obviously, we know that Taylor's version of the Eras Tour movie is going to be streaming on Thursday, which I guess this episode will air on.
Yes.
And I had a theory that the new surprise songs we're going to get are the ones from all from LA.
For
and
sure.
so, given that, I went through and looked at what were the surprise songs from LA.
Hell yeah,
And
research.
those are I Can See You, Maroon, our song, of course, that you already know, from night 2, You Are in Love, Death by a Thousand Cuts, You're on Your Own Kids from night 3,
Mhm.
Dress, Exile.
Ooh, these are
Kind
all
of Places,
really good.
Really
My
good
Heart,
ones.
New Romantic,
King of My
and New
Heart.
Year's Day.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
Those are all really good
Wow.
new songs, and we know one of them is Maroon,
Uh-huh.
and we already know that You're on Your Own Kid and our song are on the original.
Right.
Mhm.
That leaves 9 songs to fill the other 3 spots. So I'd love to know which ones you guys want to hear.
Really good question.
Damn.
I personally really want Maroon, Death by a Thousand Cuts,
Yeah.
and King of My Heart.
Mhm.
But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much. Bye.
Love that.
Thanks, girl.
Thanks for doing that research.
Did they confirm? I'm pretty sure they confirmed Death by a Thousand Cuts.
I thought so too.
Yeah, today I'm pretty sure
Oh,
because
did
I
they?
saw.
Because I saw something like that too, but I wasn't sure if it was like fan shit
it was
or
Taylor
or real.
Nation.
Let's
I'm
see.
pretty sure tweeted
be
like
so
singing in
crazy.
4K, like My Heart, My Hips, My Body, My Love.
Taylor
yeah.
Nation.
You're
oh,
telling
they did?
Yeah, so they said oh wait, I'm confused. Oh yeah, okay. Prepare for tomorrow's premiere of T.S. Eras Tour Taylor's version with a preview of the second of 4 additional acoustic songs in the film Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Got it.
So Death by a Thousand Cuts is confirmed as
Obsessed.
well with Maroon, which I'm obsessed
that.
with. And
so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
I would love New Year's Day.
Same. I was just going to say that
Yeah.
same thing. New Year's Day for sure.
Yeah, and maybe Low Key Exile. Because is that
Well,
not
is that
when
the one
did
where they sang? Oh, Gia, is that the one? It is.
Yes,
it is.
right? They have to do
They
that one,
have
right?
to include
Yes,
it. I'm gonna cry
I
right
had the
now.
chills, literally.
No, stop.
Yeah.
They have to
They have
include
to.
that.
They
if
have
that is the one.
to.
And we said this. We said this
Yeah,
a few weeks ago.
yeah.
We're like, they have to include.
That was just such a crazy,
It was
cool moment.
insane.
Like, yeah, you can't
And
not.
it's so like, and you'll be able to hear it in the stadium. Like, it has to be Exile.
yeah,
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
New Year's Day for sure.
But I wouldn't mind any of those. Like,
I
those
would
are
love
all great
those songs.
options.
They're all fantastic. The only one I no offense to our caller, I'm so sorry to say this. I am not so like hype on King of My Heart.
Oh, really?
I like King of My Heart, the song.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it's really good. I think that out of that list,
Yeah.
it's not the best.
It's also
I don't even think it's top 4.
okay. I agree.
But
with
I love
that.
the song, to be clear. And
Maybe
I don't
New
wanna,
Romantics too. I don't really care.
New
about.
Romantics, no.
Yeah.
I would be upset. That's all. No. New Romantics also was
I think
like
it's also just that's such a highly produced song
Yeah.
that like stripped down. I don't know. I don't think
it's not as it's right. It's not as upbeat, not as good. Also, that song I think in my head has fallen victim to deluxe version. You know, not Exile, but deluxe version. Like it gets swept under the rug a little bit. Oh my sneeze.
Wait, New Romantics or
God
Exile?
bless me. Excuse me. I mean, what?
God bless you.
I said God bless me. I meant to say excuse me. Damn, I am a narcissist.
I thought you were shading me. Like, God bless me.
No, I literally meant to say excuse me. Because New Romantics was not on like the original.
Oh, yeah,
1989, I feel like personally, I don't know it as well. Like I know it now, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
But I just something about it, whatever.
It's a great
Same
dancing
thing
song.
happens though to people. Like not everybody knows like the Lakes. Not everybody
Yeah,
knows Right
yeah.
Where You Left Me. Like it's
Yeah.
just kind of one of those songs, and I don't think it's like good enough to get put into this.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Not that it's bad,
No.
but that list was killer.
Yeah, that list is
All
really,
right, so
really,
we're
really
hoping
good.
for this: Death by a Thousand Cuts, Maroon,
Maroon,
New Year's Day, and
Exile.
That's
Yeah.
what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh my God, pray.
Okay.
And I'll throw some prayers for that girl for King of My Heart as well, because I feel bad for talking shit, and I don't
Yeah.
want the bad juju to come out.
Yes.
We'll be happy with whatever we get.
Yo, seriously, seriously. I would love like this love. I heard that in Philly. I would
Ooh.
love to get that too.
Gorgeous. Just such
Okay,
good,
this is
all good
this one
songs.
is.
Back from the dead. What?
I actually really loved this question.
Oh.
Hey, Kelly and Gia. This is August.
Hey,
Just wanted to
August.
start out with
Such
Hey,
cool name,
August. Oh my
first
God, is
off.
that your real
I
name?
look forward
Yeah.
to watching both shows every week.
Yay.
Really, just my sister and me are like the only Swifties in our life, so I just love to sit and watch and
Yay,
get to talk about our girl.
Swifties unite.
I just kind of wanted to preface my question with, I live in Tennessee, about an hour outside of Nashville, and growing up here and being around Nashville and the culture of Nashville, there's just so much music and so much musical culture, especially with country music and things like that. And so,
Music City.
when you go into Nashville, it's just constant live music, and any shows that you go to, whether it's at
Totally.
arenas or
Nashville's a
stadiums or
blast.
whatever,
Yeah.
so many of those performers just talk about how much they love performing in Nashville, either because they got their start there, or they live there now, or they just love the culture that's there and they love performing to those crowds, because those crowds usually have such an appreciation for music. And obviously our girl Taylor got her start in and around Nashville, which we love. But I just wonder, for you, what was it like once Taylor moved to New York and then she started talking about her experiences in New York and started singing about her experiences in New York? Did that give you a different experience with how
Oh my God. Yeah.
you connected to her or her music? Because I know being here in Tennessee, there's so much connection that we have with people who have their roots
Right.
in
Yeah.
Tennessee or in the South. And so I just, we all love our girl Taylor, and I just can't imagine what it's like living in New York and sharing a hometown with our queen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just curious about that. Thanks. Love you guys.
Great question.
Great
I
question.
love that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And the answer is yes.
Yes, it hits so different. Like walking down the street and like listening to like dive bar on the east side. Where you at? Like
Every time she references New York, it feels like a personal, like a hug. Like
Exactly.
It's like I see
Exactly.
you, I hear. And New York is obviously massive. Like it's
Yeah.
the biggest city. I don't even know if it's the biggest city ever. It's just
Yeah.
like it's the city. It's the place to be. Everybody knows that you say the city, it means New York City. Like that's I don't care where you are. Nobody lie to themselves. New York City is the city.
Yeah.
And when she moved to New York, I've talked about this before too, I'm sure. It was the same year that I moved to New York.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was the coolest place on earth.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, this is the place to be. I can't believe that I'm here at the same time as like this resurgence. It wasn't
Yeah.
even really a resurgence. Like, New York was always cool. But then when Taylor Swift moved here and was singing about it and talking about
Yeah.
it was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah.
this
Made
is
it so much
exactly,
cooler.
Right. It just made it a lot cooler, made it feel a lot better. And yeah, whenever she references still to this day, they
Yeah.
usually become my favorite songs. Like
Totally.
like Maroon, she references New York, and it's like I love it.
Yeah, like you said, Heartbeat on the High Line, like
Ugh.
hearing those references that
Yeah.
literally like you're like I have been in that moment.
Completely.
It makes it so much more personal, and even like in False God when she's like you're the West Village, like you still do it for me. Like
Yep. You're
I
gonna sit
know
there, you're
how
gonna
she
cry.
I know what she means by saying that like you're the
Completely.
West Village, because like I know that I live in the West Village, like I know what it's
Mm-hmm.
like to experience how beautiful the West Village is, and like I don't know, it just makes your connection so much better. Even like Cornelia Street, like walking by Cornelia Street and seeing
Completely.
like tourists,
Yeah, but you can just
like,
go to
taking
Cornelia
pictures.
Street.
Yeah.
Right, you just go to
and you're
Cornelia
like,
Street.
oh, there's Swifties over here, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
And it's nice too, exactly
And
how
like
you said.
I left a part of me back in New York.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
it's exactly like you said. It's being able to feel things more strongly
Yeah.
because we've been there.
Yes,
because we
exactly.
know it so
It-
well.
It makes
and
it
get the
feel
references
so
and-
so personal.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
And that's personal. Personal is the best way to
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
It really is. It's fun, it's fantastic, and it feels like, it's just another string, another thing that connects us to her, to her
Yeah.
music, to anything that she does. Like it just feels.
Have you ever
feels good?
sat on a bench in Coney Island and wondered where your baby
Where did
gone?
my baby go? I feel like when
feel
that
like
song came out, I was like, should I go to Coney Island? Like it was like I've been to Coney Island and I've taken that
I've
train
never
there and
been.
I've done and I like you know what I saw a Mumford and Sons concert
Oh,
at
so
Coney
fun.
Island. It was awesome.
Well, you know what
It
we
was
should do
so
would be really
cool.
funny?
What?
Like go to Coney Island really early in the morning, like one week, and like do like shoot like a music video.
No, 100%. We should do it now when it's like cold, no one's
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
we should
yeah.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
That-
Let's
I
go
think
next
that'd
week.
be
I'm
really
dead serious.
funny.
Let's
Okay,
go next week. That'd
I'd
be
be
so funny.
down. Okay.
Sit on a bench in Coney
Yeah.
Island, wondering where did
Oh my
my
God,
baby
yeah.
go.
The
We'll do
fast
that.
times, the
Besides
roadie.
merry-go.
Yeah. That
Sorry
that
for
is
not
a
making you my
centerfold over and over.
A super sad song.
Lost-
It doesn't
yeah,
get
oh
enough
my God.
love. Yeah, it doesn't get enough
I actually
love.
just saw a tweet about that. Somebody made a
Over and
TikTok about
cold.
how
Oh, I saw
they
that
were-
same tweet.
Yeah, they were just like, this is one of Taylor's most complex songs, where she references so many of her past experiences, past lyrics, past songs, whatever. And Taylor like commented on it. She was like, "This, like, finally, someone
Yeah, like
gets
thank
it."
you so much. Yeah, which is awesome. And I'll be real. I have certainly not shown Coney Island the love that it deserves.
No.
Personally,
No, I feel like I
it's
didn't
sometimes
start
a skip
liking
for
it.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
not because I don't. I just it's got
It's really, really like
It's just it's a heavy song.
yes, heavy. Yeah.
And that doesn't make it bad.
No.
It just doesn't make it a listen to it on repeat song. Same
Totally.
thing with Soon You'll Get Better. You'll notice I didn't include Soon You'll Get Better in my sad lyricsing because that entire fucking song is nearly impossible to listen to when you
Yeah.
have an alive mother.
I
And it's like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Like it makes you so scared and like sad. But you know, sometimes you do want to feel those emotions, and Coney Island is one of those songs where it's like, wow, this
Totally.
is just I can't believe that someone can feel so much.
totally.
You know?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly and Gia, it's Katie. I left a message last night, and I rambled into 2 voicemails.
Oh, right.
And I was going to try and do a better job being concise today. So here are my 3 points. 3 to 4. I'm going to try and keep it short. 1, I love your show. It's so fun.
Thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl.
for
Thanks,
doing
Katie.
it. It's so needed.
You're
Why
the
are there
best.
not more Taylor Swift podcasts? I don't know, but it's genius, and it needed to
There
happen.
shouldn't be
They say
anymore.
they don't need to be
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
We're
they-
the only
we're
one.
good.
Preamble.
We've got the monopoly.
My next thought I just wanted to share on saddest lyric that you all were talking about. You're on your own, kid. Everything you lose is a step you take. That line in that
Yeah.
bridge
Mm-hmm.
made me cry literally the first month I listened to it. I
Yeah.
could not listen to it without crying, so that's my saddest lyric. Also agree that Happiness
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
super, super sad song. And yeah, it gets me every time. On that same kind of note, I was in a spin class this morning, and
Ooh.
it
Love
was
spin.
it was Taylor Swift spin class. Highly recommend. 'cause
People
it's
love
just
those.
makes
Madeline
me feel
loves
her
them.
songs
I
in
would
a
like
different
that.
way. But they
Oh,
played
Madeline.
Starlight, which I haven't thought of or heard of in forever, and I got choked up when she says, "Don't you dream impossible things?" Because I was like, wow. She's saying this when she was like 22, 23, or I forget how old she was, but just so much younger, and now look at her now. She's like the biggest freaking star in the world.
Yeah.
Yep,
So that was really cool.
100%.
Okay, then my last question. I need to know why you guys are so sure about Travis. I am Team Taylor. Obviously, I love her. I want what's best for her, but I sort of feel like that one friend or family member on the reality show, you know, when they come back to like hometown dates with The Bachelor, and you're like, I'm not 100% there. I just feel like he has more to gain from the relationship than her. I want her to be happy. You know, if she wants it to be him, I hope it's him, but I just want to know why you guys are so sure about him. And that was it. I think I did a better job that time. Okay.
You
Thank
slayed.
you.
Crush it. Crush it,
Thanks,
Katie.
girl.
Thank you so much.
One thing that really stuck out to me in that was she said, I feel like she doesn't get the most out of the relationship than he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you are a celebrity in a couple, people always are like, what are the social benefits, the PR benefits, whatever. Like at the end of the day, not unless it is a PR relationship, like these are relationships that are not based off your celebrity status, you know?
Yes.
Like saying that, and this is not a knock on what the girl said at all, because I totally get it. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
But like when you're comparing why two people should be together, the number one reason shouldn't be like, well, what does he get out of it? What does she get out of it? It should be like, well, how are they treated? Like, what is the actual, you know what I'm trying to say?
exactly know what you're trying to
Yeah.
say. And I think that what people, and this is something that I also had a problem with, so I see this girl's point of view,
Yeah.
because it's hard to imagine that someone would be dating Taylor Swift in a way that's not that they're not trying to take something from her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for so long we've seen people take advantage of her.
Yeah.
We've seen people take advantage of the situation, try to, or the complete opposite, get annoyed by the situation.
Right.
And so it kind of makes it hard for them hard for us to trust. I
Right.
think. Our trust is broken. We have broken trust. We thought that someone for a long time that we were told was the best person in the world and is supportive and whatever, turns out wasn't so much the case.
Right.
So now we've got our guard up, being like, well, what the fuck? Who's like, what's happening here?
Right.
But I think that with Travis, it's become, whether or not he's the one is still to be seen.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
it's
no one's
clear.
going to know that.
We would love it. That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. As she's happy, she's happy. That's all
Yeah.
we care about. I think what I personally have been convinced by, and why I've changed my tune on the whole thing, is that I no longer think that Travis is someone who is trying to like clout chase on Taylor. I think that he just likes this woman
Yeah.
who happens to be the most famous woman in the world.
Yeah.
And he's doing his best in making it as normal as
Yeah.
it can be. And I think that it took a little while for him to like quote unquote prove that he was in it for the right reasons, using a Bachelor quote. But I do think he's there for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And I think that his character shows that. Whereas other people that she's been around, whether they're boyfriends, friends, a work relationship, anybody in that capacity, hasn't always shown us that they're there for the right
Exactly.
reasons. And I think that it just speaks to his character.
Yes.
And we've seen so much of him on his show
Yes.
with his brother and his family
Yep.
that it's like we're judging his character correctly now, whereas in the beginning, I know I personally did not judge his character correctly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. His character has really shined throughout this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Just the way that he supports her, like the dancing at the concert, the going to multiple shows, just having her, the fact that she's flying back and forth for all of his football like games, like obviously
Public support,
Yes,
I think, is
the
what
public
it is.
support,
Public
the
support
love
from him and from her.
the way, and like on the podcast, the way that he talks about her, like he keeps it tight, close to the chest, but like he is always willing to say something along the lines of like, she's the best. There's a reason why she's like this. Like she's crushing it. She's amazing. Like he'll never shy away from commenting on it, but he'll never like be like, oh, me and Taylor, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's not bringing something up just to get clicks. Even I think a good example of them getting publicity because of the Swifties and handling it correctly is their podcast, because obviously they have so many people tuning
and they're
in.
like,
They're
we
number
love
one on
all
the
the new
charts. They're
fans.
great.
Yeah.
They never comment on like they occasionally are like, oh,
Like-
the Swifties,
like pull a
Jason
Matt
sometimes
Rice and be
does.
like, I don't want any women fans, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they never say that.
Yeah.
They never are. They're always welcoming.
Yes.
They always stay on topic.
Yeah.
And people always say that when you get in a relationship with someone, you want them to make you better and you want to make them better in any way. And I think that as fans watching this relationship, this man is going out of his way to make sure that we as fans, we kind of come as a package deal with Taylor Swift.
Totally.
Which is crazy, we know.
Yeah.
But like, that's kind of how it is. And he goes out of his way to make sure that we feel welcome.
Yeah.
And feel,
I mean, look at the way that he
heard.
interacts with the fans
Completely.
at
He does
the
they
tour.
do the no dumb questions thing
Yeah,
on
yeah,
their
it's-
pod,
yeah.
and they, it's like people are asking, and then we are in turn learning about maybe something that we weren't interested in before,
Yeah.
like football. Like
Yeah.
people, it's yes, people tune in to hear what Travis says about Taylor, but like they end up watching the whole show, maybe
Yeah.
learning a little something, and it's like he's not taking anything away.
Yeah.
He's only adding
Yes.
to, and I think that is what's
like
important.
our guy Victor Oladipo said.
Like our fucking guy.
Yep, he
Victor
called it
Oladipo
from the
said.
fucking
He said it from the
beginning. A
beginning.
king and a queen.
He said it
and
from the
A
beginning.
king supports his queen, and a queen supports his king.
Yeah.
and they both lift each other up. Yeah, it doesn't
great.
seem too one-sided the way that
Yes.
the end of Joe and Taylor did.
Completely.
Okay, this
Good
is the
question.
last
Good question.
voicemail, and then we can jump into DMs.
Fab.
Hi, guys. My name is Haley. I'm calling from
Hey, Haley.
Seattle.
Oh,
First
Seattle.
of all,
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you guys know how comforting this podcast and Taylor Swift has been to me this
I'm
past
crying.
week.
I'm vulnerable right now.
I just lost my beautiful, beautiful dear friend Rachel of 15 years this past Thursday. She
I'm
was
so
a
sorry,
kindergarten
Haley.
teacher on the way to work, and she lost control of her car, and her car ended up in the Umpqua River in Oregon. They were able to find her truck, but they have not been able to find her yet. And I just listened to the podcast about sad songs, and unfortunately, I have listened to a lot of sad Taylor songs this past week.
Of course.
And
Jesus.
I know.
truly,
this
the
is-
song that has been getting me through is Marjorie.
Oh.
It truly feels like Rachel speaking to me through that song.
So, like,
And I just am so grateful for Taylor, because sometimes it's so hard to find the words for grief.
Yeah.
And listening to Taylor and the way that she talks about grief helps me label those feelings.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just wanted the world to know that Rachel was a beautiful person,
I'm sure she
and
was.
the song Marjorie really, truly reminds me so much of her.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Can't wait to listen next week. Bye-bye.
Thank
my
you so much for
God.
sharing that story. Seriously.
I'm like not okay.
Yeah.
I am
Such a,
so sorry.
so sorry. First off,
Oh my God.
it's just like, it's just it's stuff like that where I'm like, why is the world the way that it is? You know what I mean?
It's
like,
just like
she's literally on her way to work. She's a kindergarten teacher. It's awful, but like,
it's terrible.
the one silver lining, like a beautiful way to look at it, is knowing that she can speak to you through song lyrics and through Taylor's songs. You know what I mean? Like,
Completely.
grief is such a weird thing because everyone handles it so differently.
Yes.
So to know that the way that you're feeling isn't like isolated, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that this is a heartbreaking story, and
Yeah.
this is awful, and I'm so sorry about your friend. I'm so sorry about the way that you're feeling, and having to go through grief is just the idea of it is
Yeah.
suffocating.
Yeah.
You know, and I, like right now, I'm not personally, if I'm thinking like, am I going through grief right now? There are always levels to it, and there's nothing can compare
Yeah.
to that level of grief.
Yeah.
And I think that we've said it a bunch of times, is that Taylor puts things into words that we can't. And that's why we connect so
Yeah.
deeply with her. And I mean, you literally just said it too just now. And I think that like to be able to be in the middle of something so awful and not feeling like you have anywhere to turn, not sure how you're going to like how to process something, and there's a song
Yeah.
for you to lean on
Yeah.
in this hard time.
Yeah.
And I think that alone is just encouraging
Yeah.
about, I don't know, about being a fan. It's
Yeah.
just nice. It's
Yeah.
just, it's a community. It's a community
Yeah.
of people. It's,
I mean, we feel the love from
You
you,
know.
guys like all the time.
oh my God. I was saying yesterday,
Yeah.
I was saying to Rhea, I was like, this Taylor Watch, because, we got all kinds of drama going on right
Yeah.
now. Taylor Watch and Cutting Stems that I do with the girls are like my oasis. Like
Totally.
I'm like, I can be myself
Yes.
here. People don't hate me.
Yes.
People like
Yeah.
like it, in fact,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
ABC sending us press back,
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
Yeah, it
and
reminds
feels so
us.
Nice.
Yeah,
It reminds
yeah,
us
yeah.
that things are good, and if Taylor can bring that to us, and she can bring that to you during this awful time,
Yeah.
and she can bring it to other people during their tough times, then, I mean, we owe her so much.
Yeah.
It's hard to wrap your head around
Yeah.
how much of an impact she can have on you in your darkest times.
Totally.
And make you feel good.
Yeah.
And so, God, I'm just so
Yeah,
sorry, Haley.
we love
I don't
you.
even know what to say.
And
we love you.
yeah.
We're thinking of you. All
Thinking
the
of you,
Swifties are
seriously.
Thinking of you.
Yeah.
And we're thinking of Rachel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and just know,
Ah.
I'm sure that when you listen to that song, like, I'm sure she's looking down and smiling and knowing that you're
Absolutely.
thinking of her. So,
absolutely, always. And
Yeah.
she always will.
yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And thank you again for sharing that story. I know it must have been tough.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got through that without
Yeah,
crying.
right.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just strong. People are strong. Swifties are strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's move on to DMs. So this is funny because a girl actually Abigail is her name. She sent me a writing.
Abigail? Taylor's best friend?
Redhead named Abigail?
Redhead named Abigail?
Yeah. She actually wrote in her notebook and sent the picture screenshots
love
of her
that.
writing. Yes. I think she was confused because I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, she goes, "Hello, Gia and Kelly. I'm writing for the pod, but also off pod. Wait, I'm ready for the pod, but also off pod. Want you guys... Oh, maybe she doesn't want me to read this part on the pod. But also off pod. Want you guys to know I love you both. And so much, the pod became a very quick fave." Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, secrets?
I know,
don't
yeah.
reveal. Don't reveal Abigail's secrets.
Right. I've been a longtime Stoolie and followed you both since you came in the Barstool universe. I have a lot of questions and scared of voice messages, so I think she got confused that you have to send a voice message. You can also text if you want, but I love the writing.
Yes. That sounds really cute.
So I'm writing in this in my fights-inspired notebook. Sorry if the writing is hard to read. Thought it might be fun. Poem vibes.
Absolutely.
Anyways, on to the questions. Can Taylor Watch fans get a name? Because I want to be number one. I have thought about a few times as a lifelong Stoolie and Swiftie, but combining the two doesn't sound great. But like Swooty? Swoolie? Sounds like a swirly, like when your head in the toilet.
It does.
But my podcast-worthy question is, do you have anything against new Swifties? Not like kids, they are cute, but I see girls I know growing up who made fun of me / Taylor, posting about albums now, and they kind of piss me off.
Yeah.
She also says she has an Etsy and she would love to send us some stuff.
Oh, I'd love it. Absolutely.
And she may have made some Paris bracelets for us. So Abigail, if you're reading this, DM us on Instagram, please, and I will respond to you.
Absolutely, would love, and we'd love to plug your shop. Anything. Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Etsy is One Stop Swiftie Shop is the name of it.
Love it.
So shout out Abigail. And honestly, like low-key new fans kind of do. I want to word this correctly because if you are a new fan of Taylor Swift, come on in. We love you.
We love new fans.
It's the people that act like they're the die-hard fans. Like, I'm thinking of this one girl that I know.
Yeah. There's always the one girl
I've
that
known
we know.
her for like a fucking long time, never seen her post anything about Taylor Swift.
Right.
Nothing.
Bandwagon fans. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce stuff is happening. And she's like, I love Taylor Swift. I'm such a Swiftie, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I see right through your fucking facade. You're using her for clicks, like whatever. Like, you are not a real fan. I've never even heard you once bring her up until a couple months ago. But obviously, if there's if you're a new fan, and it's an intimidating group to get into.
Totally.
What's wrong with a new fan is a new fucking friend, basically.
A new fan is a new friend. I agree, though, that the people that, especially what our girl Abigail is talking about, who maybe have talked shit about her in the past and are suddenly like pro Taylor, it's annoying to watch hypocritical behavior for sure. However, I will take any positivity towards Taylor Swift to outweigh any of the ridiculous, unsubstantiated negativity about Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we have people out here being like, fuck her,
and then all of a sudden,
know nothing.
Yeah.
No, not even that.
Oh.
That know nothing about her and they're just saying it for the sake of saying it.
Yeah.
Then we can have people who, I love her, and they know nothing about her and they're just saying it for the sake of saying it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to even out eventually.
That's true.
Like,
That's very true.
Fight fire with fire. Those people can argue with each other because the real fans are back here analyzing the lyrics and
right.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
I'm not bothered by them being there. I would be annoyed if a would-be fan suddenly is like insane and intense or whatever, and then like Taylor Swift likes your tweet or something. Then I'm gonna be like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't deserve that. And then but I don't ever have to worry about that because the other crazy Swifties on Twitter will go dig through all their tweets and find the shit that they talked about.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that kind of stuff happens. And I think that, like...
Yeah, I don't think any new fan pisses me off unless... I also think I just have a grudge with that one girl, so like it really just you know
totally,
what I mean.
Totally.
So like I don't really care.
These grudges, and I guarantee the people that Abigail are talking about, it's like, and of course if they made fun of you, it's annoying.
Exactly.
It's
If people are audibly or like online, whatever, making fun of you for liking Taylor Swift, and then like 6 months later they're like, I love Taylor Swift. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's annoying as
Bitch.
fuck. It's totally
Yeah.
annoying.
Like, you just
And-
want to, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
you
welcome, but fuck you.
Well, for real, welcome, but like, get a seat in the back. Like,
Yeah.
it's not you're not a front row Swiftie. Like
Yeah,
you are. Like,
yeah.
It's just you haven't earned your stripes. Like
Yeah.
you've come in and you've done this, and nobody wants to like gatekeep the fandom.
No.
Obviously, that's insane. Everyone could be a fan of her or whatever. But think about hypocritical behavior. Don't be screaming from the mountaintops without at least an apology in the middle. Like,
Right.
listen, I used to talk shit about Taylor Swift, and I made fun of her, and I made fun of everybody that talked about her, and then I saw the light. Like, make
Right.
it clear that you've
Yeah,
seen the
like-
light, you were wrong,
Yeah.
and now you're a massive fan.
Yeah.
But don't pretend like you didn't act like that before.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
I am not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm about to pee my pants.
Go pee.
Yeah.
Go. Anyway.
Too much of this water in the
Too much
Taylor's
of that
water
Too much
bottle.
of that water in the
Yep.
bottle.
Yep.
I've been eyeballing that water. I'm on the thirsty
You want a
side
sip?
of things. I honestly do.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, darn, I didn't realize how thirsty I was.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hello, ladies. I am a 1989 born Super Swiftie, and I have very much been enjoying your show. My question is, which of Taylor's songs do you think is the most underrated? Like, if I had been given if it had been given to the radio stations as a single, it would have topped the charts. I think Getaway Car should have been number one in its time. There are tons of others I think could have been massively popular in their times, but never really got heard by the world.
Yeah.
Another question. How is the Eras Tour going to change? I feel like we've kind of answered this question a little bit.
Yeah.
After Tortured Poets comes out, will she have to set, or will those songs take over as surprise songs?
Right.
So curious to see.
We'll do Era's one first. No way she adds.
I don't think she's
adds
gonna
to the
add.
show.
Yeah, me
no
neither.
way. And I wouldn't want her to. It's not
Yeah.
Torture Poets. I think we all need to remember, or maybe I'm wrong in this. I view it as like past the Eras Tour. Like we're on to the next thing. Like, yeah, we're still doing Eras Tour, but
Right.
we're on to the next. Like,
Right.
Eras Tour wraps up all those albums, ends at Midnights, and now we're in a new
Yeah.
chapter of life, which
Yeah.
is Tortured Poets. That's how I view
It
it.
just doesn't make sense to cut some. Like, I feel like they would have to cut something to put in Tortured
Totally.
Poets, and like I just can't.
No, and I don't want anything cut. I think everything else deserves its shine. She's got that routine down pat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfection. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Do I think that she may slip in a few songs for surprise songs? I do. I think possibly, maybe not right away.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what songs come out. We'll have to see what songs come out.
Yeah.
Before she does that.
Yeah.
As far as
Most underrated.
Most
Now this
underrated.
is hard because
so hard.
like she said,
hard.
which ones would chart top?
Yeah.
Because I feel like my underrated Taylor Swift songs would not be chart toppers at all.
I agree. Well, I think a really good example of that actually is Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer
Oh, right. Yeah.
was on the Lover album, and the single from the Lover album was Me,
It was me, yeah.
And then,
Lover and the Archer.
and then Lover and the Archer.
Yeah.
And so Cruel Summer barely got a,
Yeah.
which is crazy because that song fucking rocked
Banger.
back at the time.
Yeah.
And then finally, years later, they retroactively turned it into a single.
Yeah.
And it was the top of the chart. It's like still like pops up to number one like
Yeah.
every other week still. It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I think that there are a lot of songs that could get that treatment. I think that is like the prime example
Yeah,
of that
totally.
happening. As far as other ones though,
the
let's
ones
see. I did something bad. I think I did something bad on Reputation.
Yeah,
is
that could be a
such
chart topper for
banger,
sure.
You know?
For me, these aren't chart toppers, but two of her most underrated songs are not her songs. I think the Alcott, the National
Oh,
featuring
yeah.
Taylor Swift
Yeah.
is so fucking good.
Yep.
And Renegade.
Both of those really good.
So good.
Renegade is fantastic.
Yeah. I fired off missiles because you hate yourself, but do you know you're demolishing me? But yeah.
I don't know all the lyrics to be honest.
And
but
then
I
you squeeze
but I
my
like that
hand
song.
as I'm about to leave. Are you really gonna talk about time and in
Oh, yeah.
times like these? Later you damage me. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm looking at Oh, and I Bet You Think About Me.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
I'll sing for that song all the time.
That's really true.
That song went off good because of the music video as well. So that song did
Yeah.
get some shine, but I do wish I don't know. I wish it was a chart topper. I wish it was on radio.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe even like a A lot of songs on Fearless, to be honest. Like Forever and Always.
Yeah, Forever and Always for sure.
Clean 1989. Like again, those
I
are
Wish
like
You Would.
sad songs. I Wish You Would. Those are kind of like sad songs too, but you know, I don't know. Let's see, what other song on Folklore you think? Mirror Ball, I think also too. Maybe could have gotten like a. Oh no, you know what? I take it back. Not Mirror Ball. Betty.
Betty.
Betty, I think could be like a if the country crew got a hold of
Yeah.
Betty.
If I showed up at your
And
party.
imagine that at the CMAs, like with all the
that'd be
like,
fun.
all
Yeah.
the pomp and circumstance. Like I
Yeah.
feel like Betty could maybe break through.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of songs like that I think it really just depends on the time of year that they come out and the time, you know, if they're in like a movie, if they're in promos, if you hear it a lot. Like Cruel Summer, I think was always a great song, but then it started being in the promos for Eras Tour, and it's like one of the opening songs for Eras Tour, so it's like, oh my God. So I think that like it just depends on the exposure.
Right.
You know?
Agreed. Okay. You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, girls. Love your show so much. I love your inquisitive, honest, and straightforward discussion. I have a quick thought that I would love to hear your opinion on. Can you imagine Taylor having a Las Vegas residency? It would be epic for sure. The Reputation album, or even the new one, Tortured Poets Apartment, would be perfect for her to do in Las Vegas. I don't
torn on
know
this.
how. Yes, because again, this may come off as a little rude, but sometimes I feel like Las Vegas residencies are like a little bit of a last ditch effort.
I agree.
When you're kind of losing relevancy.
I agree.
But Adele is doing a Las Vegas residency, and she is probably at the peak of her career, if not one of the
Completely agree.
peaks.
But at the same time, Adele, her songs
Are more
are very much
yes.
like go see a show, lounge,
Yes. Like at a
slow,
theater,
at a theater,
yes.
sit down,
Yeah.
like or stand up, you know, whatever. I think wasn't there an issue for a while?
Yeah, there was
some
like an
guy
issue.
was
Some
standing
guy
up during Adele,
stood
and
up and
everybody was
people
like,
got
what the fuck?
pissed, and Adele was like, "What the fuck? I want people to like have
Yeah,
fun."
like let him have a good time. Like
Yeah.
he's not bothering anybody. And I think that
I don't understand how you could sit during a fucking concert.
me neither. It feels so weird. But I do think that Adele, because all of her songs are pretty slow and power ballads
Yeah.
and things like that, it's a totally different vibe. And you're going because you want to. You're almost going to listen to like the quality of music. Like, wow, I love this artist. Like Celine Dion did it. Cher did it. Like, you know, so many of these people did Las Vegas Res. I think even like Katy Perry did it and it kind of flopped. Like it wasn't that great. And I think that like
I think the Jonas Brothers did it.
Brothers. It was
Yeah, it's kind of like you're at the end of
whatever.
your career. Might as well do a
Right.
Vegas residency.
You're
I don't
either
know.
a specific kind
tell
of
Fran I
singer.
said that.
Yeah, right. God. Yeah. Fran, don't
Yeah.
don't listen to that part.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's a type of music you have to have for a Las Vegas residency to work, and I don't think that Taylor falls into that category.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that it wouldn't work. Of course, it would be packed
work
every night.
yeah,
Everyone would
for
go
sure.
all the time, no matter
But I
what.
also feel like she's not at that point of her career where
No.
she needs to do like a residency.
she doesn't. Yeah,
because she
she's
will
fine.
sell out anything and
She
everything.
would. She can still just be doing stadium tours.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like a
would she
residency
bother with
is
the
easy because then
residency?
you don't have to travel. But like, I
True.
think she also likes that part.
Likes to
Based
travel,
off what she said.
like seeing fans from all over,
Yeah.
and not just like imagine like poor Taylor having to live in Vegas for like
Yeah.
6 months. Oh my God, drama. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Adele won't even like her shows aren't consistent. Like she's constantly like canceling.
Oh, really?
Like she'll do it for like 3 months and then she'll be like, sorry, babes,
Yeah.
I gotta cancel it for the next 3 months.
Makes sense.
I've got XYZ going on. It's happened like 3 times now. So I
Right.
feel like, and you know, and she's not as busy as Taylor. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want that
Right now, at
maybe
least.
in like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Good episode.
What a day. Good episode. A little sad.
Yeah.
Little heavy episode today, I think. There was some sad parts, sad
Yeah.
lyrics, sad stories, sad moments. But I like that.
I like
it's
that.
nice. We can feel our emotions all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Loving my blanket so much. I think it was Taylor Nation that tweeted. I was just going through it. Someone had put a picture of their blanket up, and it says, puts on the new blanket and says it's our favorite.
Aww.
Which I think is sweet. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So here I am going to cry myself to sleep in this blanket.
Yeah,
It's wrapping me
literally.
up, just like a cardigan.
Yep.
And a huge thank you to Taylor. Very
Yeah, thanks,
excited.
Tay.
Remember that the movie comes out tonight, Disney
Yes.
Plus, and
Make sure to stream it. And we're
stream
all
it.
going to be streaming it.
We're all gonna be streaming it. We're all gonna be
And
watching
we're all
it.
going to put on our makeup, our
Yep.
rosy red
dressed up.
cheeks and everything when
Uh-huh.
when Reputation isn't announced.
Exactly. A tale as old as time.
Yep.
So, all right, angels, we will see you next week. Should we say the number again?
347-450-0723. 347-450. I hope that's the right
I
one.
hope so
I'm
too.
pretty
Last time.
sure it
Go to
is.
look real quick. I think you're right. Yeah, perfect.
Let's go.
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723. Love it,
Yes.
obsessed with it. Also, by next week, we will think we didn't answer the second part of that girl's question, the first part about what should the Taylor Watch fans be called.
Oh.
That I do not know. I am not good at thinking of nicknames like that.
Me neither.
Taylor Watch fans, Swifties alike, what would you like to be called?
Yeah.
What would you like to be
my
called?
first thing that came to my head was The Watchers, but that's really
The
creepy.
Watchers is creepy.
That's really
yeah,
creepy.
it's tough.
And I think that's like a scary movie.
I love the name of our show so much.
Yeah.
It does border, like we always talk about.
Yeah.
There's that element of like, is it gonna be creepy?
Yeah.
Like, I never want to change it.
Yeah,
but
I know,
I want to
but-
stay far away from the creep
Yes,
accusations. If that makes sense. You
Yes,
know?
we don't want to be labeled as creepers.
No, and we're
Yeah.
not creepers.
No, we're not.
So think about, chat amongst yourselves. Let us know what you'd like to be called. I'll think a little bit of some things like
Yeah.
all I could think of was like peepers. No, like
Oh, no,
that's
Peepers
crazy.
Peepers is
Peepers
worse.
is so much worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm bad at thinking of these names. So
Yeah,
so
we'll think of,
plenty
we'll
of ideas.
brainstorm over the
We'll
weekend.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
Send us ideas. Call in. Leave voicemails. Text us. Send messages to the Taylor Swift account.
Please do.
Instagram is where we look at them. Follow us everywhere. Subscribe to us everywhere. And we love you so much. And we'll see you next week.
Love you guys.